So we have a problem with this vehicle, tire pressure monitoring sensors. So the tire pressure monitoring systems on this car are acting up and they're not allowing the customer to see tire pressures. It's intermittently going in and out. And if someone is experiencing this problem, the issue is when the sensors are aftermarket, they have a problem with the Tpms module recognizing them properly. So they go in and out constantly. That's a big issue with these. So we're gonna solve the problem here and figure out what kind of sensor it's got in it and then go from there. Nothing more annoying than a Tpms light when you're trying to drive and enjoy. So here's the problem we found here. Aftermarket sensors. Unfortunately, we're seeing a ton of those sensors installed on Porsches. Guys, I know you want to save money. As customers, we want to save you money if we can, but this is not the way to do it. Install factory sensors. We're seeing this non-stop. Aftermarket sensors, they just do not work. These are on Porsche vehicles that we're starting to see. I've thrown away a bunch of them. You got to use the factory sensors or you will have issues, and it's pretty expensive to diagnose because you got to remove the tire, you have to install the sensor, not properly being able to calibrate it. So that's already annoying as it is. And demonstrate that our TPMS light is off now. And now we have the system fully calibrated with the factory TPMS sensors. We also had to do a TPMS module reset to get this system to take it. For some reason, after all the aftermarket sensors we've ever replaced, it does a weird glitch in the TPMS module where it will not recognize the factory sensors for quite some time, so it has to be reset. We even had to replace some of them because they would get faulty, and I don't know if it has to do with just the wrong frequency that some tire shops will install, but do not recommend it. Definitely put originals. Either your sensor is old and the battery is starting to die, which there are batteries internally, so let me see if I can show you guys that. So inside here, on this one's epoxied version, so there's actually a battery inside here that dies, but because this is aftermarket one, they're trash. So this is the old version for the 997. This is actually from an older vehicle, but you can see this rubberized coating. It almost looks like epoxy, but it's soft. And there's a battery right there. So that battery will remain charged for about 10, maybe 12 years, sometimes way less. We've seen them die as early as 8 years. This one's 07 of 20, and we replaced it because it was actually a faulty battery inside. And only 3 years old. We just recently did this one. It's the sensor itself. So on these newer ones, like the 992, this is a 992 Turbo S. This one already has a different style TPMS sensor. They're different operating hertz and everything. So the Boxster here is gonna be the same as this 997. This video helps somebody, and you're having Porsche problems, we're here to fix them for you. Obviously, we cannot offer any kind of free tech support. We can't do that because we run a shop. Get a lot of calls asking about problems with you guys' cars. I understand it's frustrating, but unfortunately, that would be a full-time job for me. Unfortunately, there's no way we can do that. So if you want your car diagnosed or fixed, we are happy to help. Bring it in, have us take a look, have us perform a proper diagnostics, and we'll be happy to fix it for you. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. My wife's seen this car and she said the red interior looks like some sex freak from the 70s drove it. I don't know, man. I don't know how that defines that, but what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty cool. It's a pretty cool sex freak if you ask me.